So this is Google Classroom, and Google Classroom is really awesome when you are organizing a class. So you can assign assignments. It's good for warm-ups. It's good for announcements that you want the class to know. It's really good for classrooms where each student has access to a computer in the classroom for every class, or just for times when you are writing. So the only thing that you should know is that you have to have a school district email account. So I am using my teacher's email account. You can use yours if they want you to, or when you have your own class, you can use Google Classroom with it. So normally when you first sign on, you and the students would see the same screen, and this would be blank. So then you would go up to add, and if you're a student, you would put join class. As a teacher, we would create a class, and so then we would create this class. When a student clicks on join class, it's going to ask for a number, and this is how your students will get connected to your class. They have to fill out this code. Each class has its own code, and that's how the students will join. So once they enter the code, they'll be on a page that looks pretty much just like this. The main difference is this and this. They do not see the drafts. They only see the assignments that are posted, and they'll probably see like not turned in or turn in by this time instead of done, not done. So I have made a few assignments right here. This is a warm-up question, and then this is an assignment. And so they see the same thing, and when they click on the question, they're able to type up their answer. They can click on the document, and then it'll take them to just a Google Drive document that is shared just between the teacher and the person. So basically, Google Classroom sets up everything that you might have been able to do in Google Docs, but much more efficiently. Okay, so let's say that you want to do a question. You would go down to the plus, and you go to create question. It's going to take you here. Question. Okay. The due date, you can add a file, you can add a Google Docs file, you can add a YouTube video, a link. So you can save it as a draft, or you can post it. I'm going to post it. It's going to ask you if you want them to see or reply to each other's answers, or if you want them to edit their answers after they've turned it in. I'm not going to do either. So then you ask it, and it pops up right here. They see it. As soon as you post it, they see it. Now, this is the draft. They're not going to see this. I would have to click on it, and then I would have to click assign. So then let's go to make an assignment. So the assignment, I would go into Google Docs, and I would grab an assignment. And then you have options. So I already did that right here. So I brought this document up, and then the options are student can view file, student can edit file, and make a copy for each student. So they can view it, so that would be something like if you just want them to read it, that you don't want them to do anything. They can edit, so if you want the entire class to edit one document, you would do this one. Or make a copy for each student, and so that way they can edit their own copy, and no other student will affect their own the other's editing. So you do that, and then you can assign, or you can save it as a draft. I'm going to assign. Yes, I want to assign. Okay, so now it shows up. And then, like I said, they click on this, and it takes them to a Google document that they can edit, that only you can edit. Once the time is up, they will be cut off from being able to edit that document. Google Classroom will automatically take them out of the sharing properties. Okay, so then you click up here, and you can see all your other classes. You can go to assignments, which will show you all of the assignments that you have up. Calendar will show you what assignments are coming due. Classes will take you back to all your classes. This is what it looks like if you have students in your class. So they all did this warm-up, and it says done. This is an assignment that they haven't all done, but I can still, if I show you really fast, I can still see, I can click on each individual document right now, and I can see how their progress is, even though they haven't turned it in. Okay, and that's about the general idea of what Google Classroom does. It's very nice, very convenient, and the students, it's really easy for the students to learn. I haven't had a problem with my students using Google Classroom at all. If anything, they already know how to use it much better than I do. So, okay.